Hey everyone, welcome to this session. We are close to St. Louis. We are at Cahokia Mounds today, enjoying the energy and the vibration here that it brings. So enjoy this video with us and let's rebalance our energy, make sure that we are on the right path, connected, aligned. We're in our high vibration and we're doing our self-care and self-work and focused on ourselves so that we are figuring out who we are and who we're going to become, and we're defeating the darkness and we're turning it into light. Take a comfortable position with me. Just sit down, lay down, chill, however you want. You can just listen. You don't even have to sit in a certain way. Just listen to the message. It'll help lift you up as well. So let's put all of our focus and our attention on our inner world and on our breath. We're putting our focus on the present moment, on ourself, and this gives us our power back and our energy. So just check it out. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Nice and slow, gentle. Breathe deep past your belly button and then breathe all the way out. We're breathing in the light and we're blowing out the darkness. Today we are going to create and visualize and tap in to the sun within us. There's a reason why we have the sun. It's a symbol of the sun within us, that power, that light. And if we remind ourselves that, we become more empowered and happier and lighter, and we feel free when we know we have the power to live the life that we want, to live a full life. So as you check out your inner world, what does it look like? Does it feel chaotic, overwhelmed, stressed? Does it feel peaceful? Does it look glowing like a sun? By the end of this session, you'll glow. And when we glow from within, we glow on the outside. We're a magnet. And we draw things to us that we want to manifest, not that we don't want to manifest, because we're controlling where our focus is. And we're controlling our energy and our power by figuring out how we're thinking today, how we're feeling, and adjusting that inner world if we need to, right? We have to start realizing that our inner world is what's creating the outer world. So if we have that peace and that happiness and that glowing sun within us, we're going to get that back on the outside, on the physical part. But what's looks and money and success and relationships and family life without having a rich, abundant, unlimited, loving, peaceful world inside? What is any of that if you don't know how to cultivate that? If you want to be happy right now, be happy. You don't need anything to make you happy. You can just say, hey, I want to be happy right now. And that's what we're checking out our inner world for. Does it feel heavy? Or does it feel light? And if you feel light, you're right on point. Just keep that up and keep your inner work up and your self-care, because it does get easier. And everybody's on a different journey. We're in different places, and that's okay. We don't compare ourselves to others, but we can look at others as a tool and let them enhance our growth. You don't have to be like anybody else. You want to be like you. You don't have to fear your inner world. If it's chaotic, that's all right. You're going to adjust it. It's okay. And don't be scared if it's peaceful right now and you're like, well, I don't know if I can hold this vibration. You can. You just have to practice. Refocus. Take some time out. When we're consumed in the world and noise, TV, phone, everything else, we don't get to hear our own self, our true self. If you're wrapped up in your relationships, work life, you never get to hear your own thoughts. So that's what we're doing here today. It's just like having a timeout from the world with nothing, and we're just tapping in, looking at that inner world and connecting with our true self, so it tells us how to adjust what we need to, or if it's on point, to stay on point. So when we breathe in the light and breathe out the darkness, we're transmuting energy as we breathe. Breathe in and out. It's good just to take some deep breaths. It releases that heavy energy, and things that felt overwhelming, things that look like obstacles that are impossible, they start dissolving that, and you start thinking clear, and you're like, no, I can accomplish that. I can get through that obstacle. I can get through that pain. Because we're turning pain into wisdom. We're turning heartache and obstacles and what life looks like so difficult, we're turning that into making it more simple and easier and lighter, because we're tapping into the energy that exists right now, that's available. That's why we're going through all these upgrades, the shifts. You've heard about the shifts, or if you've been listening to me, we're going through the shifts, and that's upgrades where we're becoming able to tap into those higher vibrations easier. So there's nothing to fear. We're just learning how to work with the energy. And that's exciting. I think it's so exciting working with my abilities and my power and just being with myself and in my own world. Because I'm the creator of that. I have to be creative to make my life full. I'm not just sitting around all day. I'm creative. That's what you got to do. So we got to calm that inner world down. And when we connect to our true self, it starts telling you, hey, go do this. Maybe try this out. You might like this. If you don't, try something else. You know, you don't have to go run, but you do have to do cardio. Go ride the bike. Go walk. You don't have to be perfect at eating. Eat the foods that resonate with you, but try and eat your high vibrational foods, which is the colored foods. Drink plenty of water. You know this. This helps you keep your energy balanced and tapping into those higher vibrations. So it's going to tell you what to adjust if you do need to any adjustments, is what we're getting at, okay? So now when you're done with your breath work, I just want you to kind of sit in that space. I want you to hold still. Just be as still as you can, and we're trying to create a very relaxed, still, quiet vibration, a state of being. So we can listen, communicate, and create a state of being that feels just amazing, free, independent, peaceful. This is how we defeat the inner war within us. Sometimes you may not have a war. Sometimes you might have a war every morning. Which one are you? Which thoughts are you going to go with? You're going to go with all the worries and you're going to drown in the physical and what things look like, or you're going to have connected to your true self and you're ignoring the physical and you're going for the life that you want. And even though you have all these fears and doubts, you're breaking through them. This is how we defeat the inner war, when we calm ourselves down and we relax and we become still. The ego, the human thoughts, they just kind of dissolve. Then you start kind of, you can even laugh at them. Like, man, I was taking life too serious. I need to lighten up. And then you start bringing in that higher perspective, and it says, well, you don't know everything right now, but you will as you go along. You're going to manifest the life that you want. You don't need to know everything right now, or you would be consumed in all the plans and you won't be able to focus on the present moment. You only need to know what you need to know right now. Focus in the present moment. Focus on the magic in front of you. Learn how to enjoy it. Learn how to be happy whenever you want, rich and abundant and sunny inside. The physical is irrelevant. Looks are irrelevant. Money, success, none of that is relevant unless you have an abundant world inside. Unless your inner war is at peace and it's not back and forth anymore. The only reason it's back and forth, it's just because you're imbalanced and you got to take time out to reconnect and align. Now sometimes you might not just have to meditate. You might have to do, exercise, go outside, start drinking water, resting's important, and journaling, singing, dancing, whatever resonates with you to uplift you. Coloring, art, everybody's different. Find something that helps uplift you, because then you start getting in that vibration, and that all those negative thoughts, all those things trying to control you, they just disappear, they dissolve. So when we know this information, we're not scared when we get up. We're not scared to face the world. We're not scared when obstacles come, because we're like, oh, we got to see what our inner world is. We can handle this. We got to relax, stay still. We'll get the answers that we need. Whether it's in healing, finances, relationships, love. This is how we cultivate all that. Calming down that inner war, creating that peace. And I'm not saying those thoughts don't come up, but they don't run your life anymore. They don't control them. They're just thoughts. And sometimes fears come up to help you be like, no, I'm not going to do that no more. I'm not going down that path again. I am not riding that roller coaster again. That was a one-time ride. So you start realizing to use those things as a guide to guide you. So for example, if anxiety comes up, you don't have anxiety. Your body's giving you a message that you're in balance and you need to transmute energy. If you have pain, same thing. You're imbalanced. If you have a headache, same thing. Okay? Now when we're going through these shifts, in the morning, you might have, drainage. You might feel, heavy or exhausted, light headaches. You may not want to eat. You may want to eat. You may be really thirsty, or you might have a surge of energy as well. There's different things going on differently with people, but just kind of ride the wave and just keep balance like we are, okay? Because we're just going through an upgrade. Don't be scared. We're going through an upgrade, and we're learning in these sessions how to work with the energies. And when we keep our bodies still, we're getting everything that we need. And we're downloading those energy, those vibrations within our body. So we have to remember to slow down and breathe. That's how you work with the new energy. You can't rush. You can't stress. And you can't do too much. You will get anxiety, sick to your stomach. It's a sign, hey, you can't do that. You can't work in the energy like that no more. You gotta do something. You gotta do it a different way. You gotta slow down now. So if something If your body gives you a symptom, it's because it's not the right path. You're not doing it right. We got to readjust, okay? So that's why we want to be in tune with our body, learn how to listen, communicate, and implement, okay? And if you feel exhausted, make sure you're prioritizing you and your energy and yourself first, because it's a ripple effect around you. You can't help anybody. You're not helping anybody if you don't feel good, okay? So go do your self-care, take accountability, and do your self-work, and then show up, even for your kids. Okay, because we're going through a lot right now of these upgrades, but we don't need to be scared of them. We don't have to be a certain way. We just have to learn how to do it with our own body and just kind of go with the flow and the upgrades, and don't be scared. We're just trying to keep our energy light, our energy balanced, and in our high vibrational state by being connected and aligned with our higher self and with Source. Okay, so now I want you to make sure you're connected to Source, God, and you can connect by your crown chakra if you want. Just visualize it, and like it's just drowning through your crown chakra, your head, and all the way through your body. However you want to visualize your connection, just connect with Source and let it fill up your whole body now. Just fill it all up so that you're glowing like the sun inside. So your aura is glowing when you get up. Blow out those doubts. Blow out the unlimited beliefs, thoughts, the negative thoughts. Blow them out if you have any left, and just soak in that bright light, sun, fire, golden energy. And hold the vibration. Enjoy that state that you've just created. We've just created a perfect frequency, which is a state of being. You feel rich, abundant, full of love, energy, happiness. You're full of the sun. You're bright. You're connected to that light, to Source, to God. And every time you do this, you feel so much better, full, whole, independent, and free. You realize that you don't let the physical bother you anymore. It's irrelevant. It just comes with the energy that you flow in. We feel alive and ready to live a full life, because now we know and remember to connect to our true self, which is connected to Source. And we can connect anytime. It doesn't have to be in the morning. It doesn't have to be at night. It can be anytime you want. You connect however you connect. You're figuring out who you are because you're listening to yourself now. You're spending time in that solitude and that silence with your own self. That's what fuels you up. That's what helps you energize your, balance your energy. And if you start feeling off again, that's all right. You still got to keep doing work. It takes time. It takes a long time to get to a master state. I didn't do this overnight. It took me like 10 years. Some people, they'll see people where they are at the finish line, but it takes a long time to get there. And that's all right, because you learn patience and resilience. You're more empowered. You're not scared to fall down. You're not scared of obstacles. You're not scared of what life throws at you because you know how to balance it and handle it. And then you can share that with your family and your friends and your loved ones. But the most important thing here today I want you to get from this is that you can feel rich, abundant, and glowing and golden inside whenever you want. And that's in love, health, wealth, peace, happiness, that rich, abundant energy. I'm not talking about money. Money's great too, that's money too, but I'm talking about the energy. It's that fire energy that you want to create inside. And when you connect with your heart, you connect with your true self, you connect to what truly matters and what's important, you start that heart starts lighting on fire. So you can do things after today to light your heart on fire. When you go spend time with yourself, you'll figure that out, okay? But do things that uplift you, that light your heart on fire. And that helps maintain that golden light, that vibration that we just did. But you don't have to have that. You don't have to have anything to create this state. You can do it whenever you want, without anything or anyone. When you do things you love, that just helps uplift you, but you don't have to do that. Okay, that's just the fun part. This stuff is kind of boring, but if you actually start looking at it as you're mastering your powers, it's not boring anymore. You create an excitement. You create a willingness and a want and a desire to learn this and evolve and grow. That's exciting. Okay, now put that white, the light around you. You can do white light, golden light, whatever light you want. It doesn't matter. I just picture God source as the white light. But put it all the way around you so that we are vibrating with that golden light and that fire inside of us, okay? The sun is within us. That is, it's powerful. It's full. It's there for you to tap into. And yes, it takes time. It takes, consistent effort, just doing the self-care. But it's exciting. The journey's exciting, and you just want to keep doing it. But just keep practicing is my point of feeling that sun, that full sun energy within you, okay? Which is the richness, the abundance, the unlimited. Because God gave that to all of us. Source gave, whatever you want to call it, Source gave it to all of us. We have all of that. Everybody has that within us. That sun. The sun shines on everybody, yes or no? So the sun's within everybody, okay? Now, I'm not saying everybody's tapped into it, but that's what we're doing here. That's what we're cultivating. So when everybody's like, oh, think positive and, trying to manifest all that, just create the vibration, the state, visualizing and just filling yourself up with, that fire energy, the golden light, the love, the happiness, whatever you want, the richness, the abundance, okay? So we're vibrating that within and on the outside. That way we are broadcasting to the universe, hey, this is some rich, abundant fire energy right here. You can see it. You're broadcasting that. And then you also have your protection, okay? Because energies, we can get sucked into energies really quick, all right? Behind me is St. Louis. I don't know if I told you guys that, but I don't know if you can see the arch. It's a little hazy over there, but anyways, I hope you resonated with this video and it uplifted you, gave you a little boost to continue. Don't give up. When you feel like you want to give up because it's hard, I've been there, done it 1,000 times. Don't give up. You start again tomorrow. Just get some rest, right? Drink water, rest, eat good. You don't have to eat perfect, just eat. Try to eat like one meal good a day at least, okay? And do your exercises, yoga and stretching, and you'll feel amazing. And go outside. being outside right now really helps you connect with those energies, those high vibrations, and keep this state that we've created right now and whatever, frequency you're creating in the future. Okay. So it's easier, and it just enhances the connection. So if you sit on inside all day, it will deplete your energy and it'll imbalance you. So we just want to make sure we're outside and, moving around too. Okay. Keep that fire energy within you. You got this. You're glowing now. You feel amazing. Stay consistent at this vibration. Enjoy it, what you just created. You've just worked really hard. Enjoy. Okay. I'll see you next session. Sending you lots of love and light. You can sit here for a minute and by yourself and just enjoy the vibration, the state that you've created. I'll see you next video.